Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
A reader of my column in the Sunday Blade told me in an email recently, and I'm quoting, "Mr. Walton, you are not the brightest crayon in the box." I won't argue the gentleman's point here. He's probably correct. The expression is one of those newer cliches. It's only been around a few years, and when I first heard it, I thought it was clever. The meaning was clear, and it effectively replaced another cliche that is now so yesterday, dumber than a box of rocks. So before this new one fades away too, I started thinking about the brightest crayons in the box. I couldn't find any crayons in the house, so I went to the store and bought a new box of 64, not only to refresh my memory about my favorites, but to see what new colors had been added and which old ones may have disappeared. I remember that as a kid my favorites were the crayons that melded two colors together and kept them in the name. I'm happy to report that blue-green is still there, at least in the box of 64. Red-orange, too. I always liked that one. Yellow-orange is there. Same for green-yellow. I was delighted that another favorite color from the crayon box of my childhood, burnt sienna, is still in the assortment of 64. But now it has a cousin as well. It's called raw sienna. I guess the burnt sienna was cooked a little longer. But I digress here from my assignment, which is to identify the brightest crayons in the box. Let me share my research with you. I couldn't narrow the 64 crayons down to just a couple of the best and brightest, so I allowed myself the luxury of picking 16. That's 1/4 of the box, so at least I hope I've minimized any hurt feelings among the others. Here's my arbitrary and totally subjective list of the 16 brightest crayons in the box. Sea green, violet red, melon, yellow, scarlet, lavender, peach, red orange, blue green, sky blue, periwinkle, Granny Smith orange, carnation pink, robin's egg blue, wild strawberry, and finally, tickle me pink. Props to the people at Crayola for getting so clever with some of the names of their new colors. Granny Smith orange, tickle me pink? That's cool. Crayola has been introducing other colors with cool names. The box I bought displayed the big news on the front. Introducing Bluetiful, it said. It's a very nice shade of dark blue, but I'm sorry it wasn't bright enough to make the cut. For purists, the staples of the Crayola line are still in the box. Red, for example. Green also. Black is there. So is white. But progress means we also get wisteria. And are you ready for this? An asparagus crayon? Maybe it's a new way to get your kids to eat their vegetables. Speaking of which, you might want to keep the macaroni and cheese crayon out of the little one's reach. I'm not making that up. The color's called macaroni and cheese. God help me if they come out with a cheeseburger crayon. I'm sure it will make me very sick. My little research project was a fun trip down memory lane. You might want to buy your own box of 64 and see which 16 you pick. Be sure to buy the box that comes with the built-in sharpener. That will appear to make you very bright.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.